That is the funny truth. Sound of comedy. That sounded better in my head.
All right, take two. We're gonna start
this shit over.
This is the Funny Truth podcast
There it is.
with Adam J.
And Gatsby.
and our guest.
Matthew Delgado.
Yeah, you can find his
Let's
link.
go.
You can find his link in the show notes. Be on the lookout.
Yes, sir. Come to
Matthew
the show.
Delgado.
Don't be scared.
Coming up in this world.
I met Matthew Delgado. I don't know exactly when we met, but just seen him around in the stand-up scene out here in Phoenix. And honestly thought the guy was like 35.
That's so fucked. You son of a bitch.
You said that like he wasn't right next to you. Like you were watching him on TV. You son of a bitch. you can't interact with him. He was right there.
Yeah.
I did. Well,
Yeah.
I just, maybe not 35, but I thought at least older than me.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought I was like legit 30?
Mm-hmm. I thought you were older than me.
What did you think?
When you were
did you think
host-
the same thing?
Yeah, I thought you were pretty old.
Yeah.
I thought you were kind
When I
of.
was hosting what?
I think I saw you hosting like the open mic at Improv Mania. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
this guy's older. He's probably been doing this for a minute. Because you weren't bad either, and you were hosting. So like,
Yeah.
okay.
I missed that was fun. Hosting Improv Mania is lit. It was always just like a vibe. Yeah.
That was one of my favorite mics to go
Yeah.
to.
It's
It's kind of fucked up the mic schedules because the new
Yeah.
club now does theirs on either Wednesday or Saturday.
or
They
whatever.
do it sporadically.
Yeah.
It's gonna get
Yeah.
better because Eric's gonna start hosting it. But
Oh,
is
Eric
he?
is?
Like
yeah.
consistently?
Yeah, he's gonna consistently host it from now on. So.
No way. Okay.
So I think next month it's going to start back up. I think they booked a bunch of Wednesday shows, but
Well, yeah, I mean, that always comes first with the club, but then there's also the element of farming the local talent. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like B-level clubs can thrive on that. But you also have to find your niche with comedy clubs. Like, you don't have to cater to the local scene at all as a business.
Nah.
Because also being the local is like you're not in heavy demand as you are if you're coming from out of town. Doing out-of-town comedy shows are way easier because...
way easier to get on because people are like,
Well, yeah, they want to see you, and they've
Yeah.
never seen it, and it's like, oh, this 30 minutes that I have, nobody here's ever heard this,
yeah,
so
true.
I'm gonna, and then it's like, oh, you're just doing 3 to 5 minutes, like, okay,
That's true too. Yeah.
and it's like you leave them wanting more. That's how you get. That's kind of how you get booked. Getting booked is there's no one straight answer to getting booked. It could be a
And
referral.
out of town is nice because you get those other connections. You know. So
Yeah.
next time
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go
Yeah,
there,
just
you
new
have,
people,
like,
new
way
people,
more
new place.
connections.
That's
Yeah.
like you were there with me when I did the Chateau, the comedy contest, and I met Eric. Eric Schwartz.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
Have you talked to him since then?
Yeah, I'm on the show with him on April 6th at Tempe. He's headlining the Improv.
No way. Okay.
that's going to be a good
So,
show.
Damn, I'm gonna be gone by then.
Well, you might have to pull up.
Might have
But
to,
he's
low-key.
he's supposed to be on the podcast that day too. And then
let's
Gatsby's gonna
go.
film.
Hell yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
You guys are making money moves right now, bro.
we're just having fun. We're enjoying things.
We're making the moves that most people should be making.
Yeah, I know. That's facts.
Anyways.
I gotta start making these. I actually am getting my own little studio set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it as good as this one?
No.
Well,
I want to
This lighting
give
is
you
insane.
some
Insane.
studio loving.
But it will be good. It will be good. Not,
I don't doubt that,
It won't
Matthew
be professional
Delgado.
like this,
Whoa,
but
yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
as professional as I can get, while not having any money.
So not
Not like
professional
not
at
any
all.
money. But like,
It's okay. It's okay, man.
Well, you
Yeah.
can
we all gotta start somewhere.
also feel free to rent the space. The
yeah,
space is
we can talk rates.
okay.
You're a homie, so you might get the homie rate.
True. That'd be fire. That'd be actually that would be kind of fire.
Yeah. So, no need. We got all the equipment here necessary.
Because the thing is, I have everything besides like lighting stuff, and that's pretty much it. Honestly.
And probably
I have a
4K cameras.
True, not 4. Yeah,
Just,
that's fine.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
I have one nice Canon camera, and that's it.
So,
So
Matt,
you're right.
Matt,
okay.
Matt always has a knack for bringing out this certain side of me. It's not even really necessarily anything he does. It's something about him being around me that I start firing off on people.
It's hilarious.
Because Matt just, I know he knows that sometimes it's just like what I just said. Like, I'm like waiting for to see like what he's gonna
Stupid
do.
funny.
We were in when we were in that green room at the chateau.
Bro, that was my favorite.
Where's the chateau at?
That was the best moment.
It's in
bro.
LA. It's like a.
It was that trip you guys went on.
It's
right?
like a
supposed to be
BC
on.
level club in
I know
LA.
you were supposed to come. You were supposed to meet us on like the beach or something.
No, I was hoping to. I ran out of money in New York, but you know.
I mean,
That would have been
York,
crazy.
that's
New York to LA in 1 week.
Dude, I wanted to. I want that. I like it wasn't
That
like if
would've
I
been so
could.
fun.
I know.
If I could have, I would have because I wanted just to be like.
I couldn't even
New
afford
York to LA, bro.
I
That
couldn't even
doesn't-
afford my trip.
That was gonna be crazy.
My bank account was negative when I got back.
Yeah, I think mine was negative like before.
Who'd you rent that car from?
Turo.
Is that like a company or like a?
Yeah, it's like a third party company. You can rent it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, so the guy, this old guy, walks up to us in the green room, and he's like, "You guys want to see a magic trick?" And I was like,
You guys want to see the
watched-
Joker?
"Yeah."
Hey, you want to see
But,
a magic
he's
trick?
like this really nerdy looking old guy, and he's like, "You guys want to see magic?" He walks up to Aldo and Matt sitting on the couch, and I was just like, he got kind of interrupted me when I was talking to him. And I was just like, "You're not gonna whip your cock out again, are you?"
We already told you can't do that anymore.
He goes, and then goes right into his trick.
Didn't
Didn't
even say
Wow,
nothing about
that's
it.
a professional.
Honestly.
bro, it
Was the
made
magic trick good?
It made it 10 times funnier though.
Yeah, he started
did
giving
even
like the
acknowledge
breakdown of magic trick versus
Oh
this
my
versus
God,
this, and
shut
it was
the
like
fuck up.
he was very into it, and I was like, hats off. He was, he was working his material. Good for him.
It was great.
I think.
What did he do after? Oh no! Then there was a guy that didn't know how much time he was doing.
Oh
And-
my God!
and-
Yes, this guy
and-
goes. What? Dude, it's very clear. It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure it's the same for like. What do you mean?
Like everywhere is like it's 5 minutes. It says it
it's
on
universally
the
5
goddamn website. 5
Yeah.
minutes. Like, okay, 5 minutes. This guy's just like. Some people there weren't necessarily stand-ups; they were influencers.
Yeah. They were just
Oh,
like
yeah, that happens a lot in LA.
people, Yeah.
But it was a show. It was a show for influencers, like a contest.
So it made more
Oh
sense.
yeah.
So you had to have-
there's some people that just were big on TikTok.
Yeah, you had to have 5,000 followers, and then
yeah.
you could be on the show.
Yeah.
And so he's like in the green room. He's like definitely looking nervous, and he's just like, "So we're doing 3 minutes, right?" And I was like, "It's 5." And he's like, "Oh, I thought it was 3." I was like, "Well, now I'm not sure." I was like, You know how you know something for sure, but then someone says something, you're like, "Fuck, am I dumb?
Yeah.
Did I not pay attention?"
Yeah.
And it's like,
I
know?
zone out sometimes. Maybe they said 3. I don't know.
right. And so I was like, I want to say the guy's name was like Scotty or something. I'm gonna say his name is Scotty. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I was like, Scotty, go talk to the owner right now and find out because you are. I was like, you're coming in here killing the entire vibe of this place.
You're stressing me out.
He's like, don't bring that negative energy in
Don't.
here.
Yeah, I said, don't bring that negative energy in here. Yeah.
Oh, and I lost it, bro. I lost it because it's this guy freaking out, and you're like, bro, don't do that around me, all right?
Don't bring that negative energy around me,
Don't
man.
bring that shit over here, all right?
Don't bring your
He's
uncertainty my
he's
way.
like crying and
Yeah.
so
He's
worried
crying?
about this shut down.
Oh, I thought he was. I was like, Jesus, bro.
But it was funny.
Pick yourself
seeing
up.
Adam just be like, yo, don't bring that negative energy.
Don't bring that shit
go
my way.
figure it out.
I am like that at comedy contests.
Yeah.
I am. I can be ruthless in the green room.
Really?
Not necessarily. It's just like if you're not ready and locked in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be saying some shit that's gonna piss you off.
Yeah.
I'm going to be making fun of you.
Not even making fun of him, but yeah, kind of.
Kind of, but like.
I got blocked after one of the comedy contests by a comedian after I won.
Really?
I won that one.
Oh.
But I came in the green room just swag, dude.
Really?
Just I'm winning tonight. I know you. I hope you know. I hope you guys all know this. Like this is my
Which
cash
one was
prize
it?
tonight. It was the one at Stir Crazy for Rookie of the Year.
Ah, okay.
Oh, nice.
Was it the first one?
What were the parameters for the
finals.
Rookie of the Year?
1 year or less in comedy.
Okay.
And so it was like 10 of us. Jeff Morrell was in it.
Nice.
Aldo took second.
Oh, dope.
And then there was a bunch of other like rookie comedians that some of them I haven't seen since that contest.
Nah.
That one
Most
was the
of them-
one.
It's like
What's
you, Aldo, and Chase that are still here. The rest of them are
Yeah,
kinda-
Chase didn't even make the second round.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny how contests work like that. Like
Yeah.
you'll run through this contest and win, and then you'll be on a different contest with the same people in there, and you're in last place,
Yeah.
and you're like, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I literally just went up against these people like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, dude, it's comedy contests are not a
They
good
don't make any
gauge of,
sense, bro.
but they're fun to do because sometimes you can win cash, and I didn't have to pay an entry fee,
Yeah.
and I got stage time, especially
True.
Stir Crazy.
Yeah.
Stir Crazy will give you film.
And it's a great room.
Yes.
Great stage time.
Yeah. And film is $20, or sometimes they give it to you for free.
Yeah.
Like I'm a.
How was the forum one with Mason?
You know, a lot of people killed. A lot of people, I think. God, there was a stretch there where like Mason opened to the show. He went first, and he did really well. You know, it's always tough going first.
Yeah,
That's what happened when I
for
did the one in
sure.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
I went first. And then, man, I think like Kabari went, and he murdered. I've never seen him murdered that hard.
Oh, so where?
Murdered, man.
Okay.
And then Lady Q went right after him, and she destroyed. And then Bubba went, and he destroyed. Yeah, like 3-4 people went in a row, and just everybody was crushing.
Everyone was just on.
Like after Mason went and did well, there's like a little lull, and then all of a sudden, just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I was accurate in my thing. I was like,
Yeah.
I said, Lady Q and Kabari are first and second right now, and that's who finished first and second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. You
So
were
even
right.
just
Even
looking
with
off
the
it.
votes being all wonky.
Yeah, the voting system doesn't make any
That
sense.
was weird. That was the
weird.
weirdest
That was
voting
weird.
system
That
ever.
was weird.
That didn't make.
But you know
any
what's
sense.
crazy is I finished third in the voting, and the top 2 in votes from the audience are supposed to move on. Someone who's in the finals from my round finished below me in the voting and got in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Who was it?
Oh man, for the podcast's sake, you know we don't
Yeah,
have to
true,
say
true,
anything.
true.
Yeah,
but
it's not necessary.
How did Mark Schulte do? He did great on mine. Then.
forgettable.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely forgettable. I said everyone actually did well because nobody up there is terrible.
Yeah.
You got to be somewhat decent, I would hope, to make it into the finals of a contest.
What about the 22-year comic Saad?
I think he did okay.
You know,
I walked out during his set because I went to go hang out in the lobby and drink.
I went to go get hammered.
That's what me and Chudier did. We just chilled in like one of the lounge areas and just relaxed, bro.
Yeah, there's no
Because it's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice in there, bro.
in the forum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
When
like
I
so
walked
tucked
in,
away.
I was like,
I
should not be here.
don't like watching a lot of comedy. I'll go
Yeah.
watch, like, if you're my homie, I'll go watch just to, see what's up. But yeah, I'd rather be getting tanked or doing something else.
Getting tanked.
Plus, like, I don't know. When you're in there, it's just like, I've seen all you guys. I know.
Can I get that?
I know you're.
Oh, here we go.
You remember one of the funniest things? Sometimes I say things not thinking, and then Gatsby just finds it amazing.
Yeah, he said something
is
like
all the time, bro.
there was something on one of the we did a podcast with Mason, and there was something he said that was like super profound, but he just doesn't care so much about what he's saying. He's just saying that to hear himself talk. So that after he said it, we were like, that fucked us up. We were like, oh shit. But then, like, he couldn't repeat what, like, he actually said.
Yeah.
Because that's how little he cared about it.
That's not true.
Because Adam will just ramble
Oh, yeah, I
about
can't say that.
society and the world 24/7. So he'll always end up saying some profound shit.
Yeah.
But it happens every day. So.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a broken
doesn't
clock
matter.
is right twice a day. Like, eventually he's going to say something. I'm like, no, shut up. You said it right. You said it right that time.
Well, the broken clock has issues with Father Time. You know what I mean? Come on.
Bro,
and then you dated it.
I love it when Adam goes on about society, bro. I can't.
And then you took her out.
Oh man. Turns out wasn't a smartwatch.
It was the last watch.
Yeah. Oh jeez. Yeah. Keep that one hidden in your pocket.
Oh, pocket watch?
Yeah.
There it is. Word association.
Okay,
We're there.
So So anyways, saying something was we were at the like Circle K or something, and I was like, we went to go get like a beer, and I was like, looking for one more, just. And I grabbed the Bud Light Platinum, the 8%. I was like, this one should put my lights out.
Yeah. Ever since then, I've been saying that. I'm like, yo, I need something to put my lights out. Yeah.
Right, and then the shit Gatsby said to Mason on Friday. Right?
That's so
What'd you
good.
say?
We were in the car and we were talking. Mason was just like freaking out, panicking, and Gatsby's just like said some shit, and he's like, "There's my sweet boy."
Because he calmed down afterwards.
There's my sweet boy.
Yeah, Mason was just he just had a little bit too much to drink.
Really?
He was kind of panicking. And so I was just
freaking out, panicking?
Not bad. He was just the things he was saying. He was kind of getting a little anxious. You could tell.
Yeah,
and we're just whatever. I'll pass it to you. Can I get through my fucking story? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, go. Nightmare blunt rotation.
For real. Just Adam just.
I know, just you two, and then me in the middle, not smoking and drinking kombucha.
Yeah, in the middle, dude. Jimmy Eat World.
Vibing.
It's a great song. The Pride of Tempe, Arizona.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's just one guy.
Never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I thought. My bad.
You thought it was a band?
No, I thought I'm just arrogant.
Yeah, we know.
I thought Chiba Hut started in Oregon. But
Did it not?
It started in Arizona.
Wow. So you got a little bit of Arizona in
Oregon.
That's Oregon, I said, not vice versa. Because you told me, and I've been telling people that. Now you made me a liar.
Telling people what? That Chiba
What,
Hut
do you-
originated
Originated in Oregon.
Well, you would think though, right? Because
of
it's
the
style.
high-
Okay, it doesn't matter what I think. It's what it is.
I know, but
Yeah.
you say that.
But yeah, no,
that's-
it's believable.
That's how the world
It is
works.
believable.
You say something, people are like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I heard. It's
yeah.
But then
people spread it.
But I Googled it just what's there about me? It's it started in 1997 or something. It's
Wow.
And I could be wrong again, but it said it started this year.
In Tempe?
Yeah, Tempe.
That Tempe location. Yeah, it's been there forever.
Well, 'cause
At
that makes
Tempe?
sense.
That's why I was super surprised.
in
Makes sense. It's a
1997?
college town, but because
It's kind of college.
when I would play,
1997 is a solid year. The Mummy came out.
ooh, that's one of my favorite movies ever.
I got you.
Back in the day, we don't do this now. I never do this, but when movies were on VHS and shit,
Yeah.
we would get one every so often when we went to Costco, or we get one from Blockbuster, and we would watch. My sister and I would watch that same movie for every day for the week until we had to return it. That's what we would do.
From Blockbuster?
Blockbuster, or you buy a movie from Costco. It's The Mummy was one that we watched all the time, dude. And the second Mummy was also really good. Very good. You know what I'm talking about?
The second Mummy? Yeah.
1 and 2 are very good.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
that's-
either Mummy.
Second movie was the first movie The Rock was in. He was CGI'd
Wait,
into
how old are you,
a story.
Gatsby?
I am 32.
32. And you're 28?
I'm gonna be 29 on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yo.
Happy motherfucking
What's
birthday!
what's
You're
going
gonna
on
by
for
the time this comes
Mr.
out, you'll
J's
be
birthday?
29.
True. What's
So
going
what do you got to say to your future
And
self?
by the time I come out, I'll be 30.
Oh.
Okay, come on, dude.
Yeah, what do you have to say to that?
What do I have to say? What do you mean? You're on here too. You're a guest.
Pisces season.
Pisces. Ugh.
I don't know anything about astrology. I'm a
You
Cancer.
ever see
though.
those memes? It's the worst the worst signs to date, and it's just somebody who made the meme and put some signs about some people that they hated, or
Yeah.
you could easily just change the meme to be here's what your sign means.
And nobody would know. People would be like, oh.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
They're like, oh, I do feel that way now.
Yeah, but Chiba Hut,
Now that I
dude.
see it.
We would go to Chiba Hut. Shout out Chiba Hut. That's the best sandwich place ever.
It's so good.
Hut's
It's
so
so
good,
fucking
bro.
good.
When
And they have
it's
Kool-Aid,
it's
too.
really
And they have Kool-Aid.
It's the vibe of when I'm blasted, I can get in the kitchen if I got ingredients, and I can just throw something together without thinking about it. And
It's a high- it's a high place,
Make
so-
it good.
yeah.
So their sandwiches are very much like that
Yeah.
too.
They
And-
really just be throwing whatever together.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
It's so
Like
good.
I think it's the Cali
What's your
Mist.
what's
is
your
what I
what's
get.
your go-to?
The Cali Mist, I think.
Cali,
That's
which one's that one?
It's like jalapenos. I think avocado. I wish I knew what else was on it. I haven't been there in so long.
I just eat it, bro.
I just know it has jalapenos.
I know what I
so
like.
The second I see
Sounds-
jalapenos, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm down.
Sounds like a California club or something.
Oh yeah, just a classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Well, yeah. You can never go wrong.
You don't like the spicy?
What?
You don't like the spicy?
I like spicy.
jalapeno.
He actually does like spicy. Adam has a very diverse taste for
Adam
a white
is
guy.
the most diverse white guy of all time.
Yeah, but that's because he's from Portland, and I forget that.
Yeah.
And then he's one time we went to an empanada place. I was like, "What the fuck do you know
Yeah.
about empanadas?"
Yeah, I've never seen somebody like act like every race at different times, bro. Like, Adam's so good at acting like whatever
He's
race
trying to
is
blend
around
in.
him, bro.
Bro,
Whatever race is around him, that's how he's acting for the day, bro.
yeah, it's called code switching. Or acting.
That has more to do with him being like a sociopath than it does like.
And that's the thing. Every race thinks he's a sociopath, but
That's
Or a
because
cop.
that's because I'm white. That's because I'm white.
That's your prejudice.
Yeah, like
That's the prejudice you experience.
it's a
yeah, dude.
superpower.
It's
bro.
like, oh yeah, another person says this. Like, oh, he's such an asshole. He's such this. Like, yeah, sometimes, but not really. I don't think.
Nah. If people know you,
Yeah,
it's hilarious. If people don't know you, then you're the biggest dick of all time.
that's why it's fun doing. That's why stand up is so fun before people know you. Like,
Oh,
was
yeah.
that you? I said that too.
Yeah.
Was that you? I said. I love walking into a room full of people who don't know me.
Yeah, I think 'cause I took you to my boy's party, and
Oh, bro.
yeah, and there was people that have never met him or know that he even does stand up or anything like that. He was just like my friend, and so he could just run wild
Yeah.
Bro.
and be like messing with their perceptions.
When
Yeah,
you-
yeah, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Once you
That-
know me, you're like,
bro.
ah.
Then you're like, it's just fucking Adam running a bit.
It's the same thing. It's like you're around, but then everyone else who's around, like nobody knows them.
Nobody knows, and
Like,
nobody
they
knows
don't- they
what's
don't- they
going
don't know
on.
me.
And they're like whispering about it. They're like, "Yo, do you know a guy?
Yo, what's up with this guy? Like, what's his deal?
Is he
I
weird
know for
you
sure
out,
Fudge.
too?
I know for sure Fudge did not like me when he first met me.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I can see you two not getting along. At
It
all.
wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
He didn't even remember you. I had to really remind him. And I remember when I did, he was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "What did you do?"
True.
First,
wait,
first
how'd you meet
time.
him?
First time I met Fudge, bro.
Oh, here we go.
First time I met Fudge was at a. I should have brought the story up, but
You should have. I
should've-
didn't think
even
about
think,
it.
I didn't think about it, man.
I didn't think about it either.
First time I met Fudge was at the break room. It was like that. It was like that black open mic on
Oh,
Sundays,
yeah.
and I went there on Martin Luther King weekend.
Bro, such a. Bro, I don't know a lot of white comics that would be willing. It sounds so fucked up.
It's just a day to him.
No, so yeah.
Adam, it's where he thrives, bro.
But I went, so I was there, and I did that bit where I was like, I had just written it that week, and it absolutely murdered at the club. And I was like, man, well, because I got to give the background on why this joke's so funny to me. Why I wrote it, because you know when people say the generic shit when they get on stage, like, how's everyone doing or whatever. It's like it's just like after the holidays, people are like, how's everyone's holidays?
Yeah.
Oh, the holidays, like they do that shit because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I can do this in December.
Yeah.
I can do it in January too, and be like, oh, New Year's.
Oh,
Am I right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, as I'm writing, I'm like, I fucking hate how people do that shit. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what about, and I was thinking about holidays, and I was like, oh, Martin Luther King Day. And so, like, in January, like, I was like,
It's part of the holiday season.
we're just getting, like, past the New Year's and Christmas, and I'm just, like, walking up, just get on stage, just, like, holidays, and it's like, what am I supposed to give my mom for Martin Luther King Day?
I feel like I remember you doing that.
And I was like, I got to get my dad something separate but equal. And I did that at that black room, bro. And that's why I said you heard me. I played you the recording for the mic. I did that at the mic on Friday. I was like, black people.
Myers?
Yeah, when I was like, because that's what happens. That's what I learned from being there. It's
Yeah.
like when black clubs or black crowds laugh, they laugh if you really kill, and they turn and start talking to each other.
Yeah.
They're like,
Like,
oh,
this
you know what?
motherfucker
You know what? Yeah. and then you'd be like, hey, you know, or just I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna wait. That's
Nah,
right. That's why I
yeah,
learned to
yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
They're like running around and shit, like getting.
All you
jumping
had to
out
do
of
to
the
get
chair.
5 minutes of laughs, and you're done.
Yeah.
That's so good. But that's good. It's true.
Right.
It's
Say-
way different.
It's
I
called-
meant to ask that in the Fudge interview too. I just
Yeah.
because it was the first one of the day, and I think we were just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I meant to ask that. It was like because it's a different vibe between black crowds and like just mixed crowds and things like that.
Yeah.
Way
But
different.
like a black room is just like it brings a way different energy. And when you kill,
Yeah.
you kill.
Well, they're
Yeah.
gonna. It's like what Fudge said. The look on their face when something's gross, like mm.
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
because they don't hide it. That's what he said. He was like, I can't hide it. He goes, that was a funny thing too. Fudge goes, I'm scared to go to like a Samoan like cookout. He goes, because they're big motherfuckers and they're strong and they'll beat your ass, whatever. He goes, what if I don't like the food?
Yeah.
He goes, because I can't hide it on my face. Yeah, and I'm just like,
And that's
funny.
brutal, bro.
Yeah,
You go to a
So
somebody else's family
the funniest part was seeing Fudge there. That was so when I did that joke, Fudge was there. That's the first time I seen him. This guy from LA, because I think he was living in LA at the time.
Yeah, probably.
He's up there, and like all these people are like, yo, fucking joke, bro. What the and some people were like, was that racist? Like they were confused. Like
I really thought about it. Like,
Was that racist?
cool, because I'm the only white guy in there, dude. And I'm not. I look like a white guy too.
yeah, we see
But that's
you.
such a good joke, though.
It is. It's like
It's a good bit.
and then cause a lot of people got it. I guess really good. Some people didn't. And Fudge goes, I didn't get that joke. I was like, what you mean? And he's like, oh, like do white people really be doing that? Y'all be getting gifts for each other for Martin Luther King Day? I was like, no, bro. I was like, it's the irony of it. Like it's the and the girl he was with was like. She's like, that's the whole point. Like she was trying to explain it too. And she was a white girl too, so she was there. So I wasn't the only white person in there, but
Okay.
I'd say 98%
Separate
black.
but equal.
Separate
You
but
didn't get
equal. It kind of doesn't actually make sense, but it's the right word.
It really doesn't make sense, but it's funny because it's like word association.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this shit. When I wrote that, I was like, oh.
This is it. This
You write one every so often that you do that, and you're like, but you still gotta. I call somebody immediately, and I'm like, somebody pick up. I gotta get.
I need some validation.
And then
You really do though with the joke. Like you need to like
Yeah.
make sure that like are my senses right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes you write one, I'm like I'm a genius, but then like finally write it out and it just doesn't
doesn't sound great.
There's just
I say
and
it
I'm like
out loud, I'm like,
You need to bounce it off somebody. I mean, that's with any idea.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even have to be jokes. It's just any idea.
yeah, eventually. But with stand up, it's like more immediate, where it's like like we always talk about that. You can play the piano and keep getting better, but like you know if it sounds good or not, or you could play it back and be like it sounds good. With the stand up, it's like
Okay.
stand up is like you don't know till you know, and you have to say it. You don't know.
That's why everybody's getting hip to recording their sets, even if it's just to
Dude,
look back on it.
That was common sense to me, but I'm surprised I don't take people that serious who don't like get their stuff
That's
recorded
wild.
consistently.
Yeah, I don't know how you
I regrettably did not have somebody at the show last night, because I don't know the next time I'm going to be able to do that much time. Just
I know you've been talking about that all day too.
well, because you got to get the film from that though, because it's like you go look at some of the clubs, like if you're trying to hit them up, like they want you to send them 30 minutes to consider you for this spot.
Yeah. I remember Hector was on me. He was like, "Hey, bro, can I get it by this?" Because he was gonna submit it to something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got you."
Yeah, if you want, there's certain things. It's like it's always good to have another like. I want my 15. I want my 30. I want like I'd love to have a 45 hour, but like on a streaming service.
True.
That's like because that's what you can also do.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're just trying to, but I mean, I'll do both. I don't know when the special will come, but
Matthew Delgado, what are your aspirations with comedy?
Bro, everything that Adam's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to. Honestly, all I want to do is, especially like after like a couple weekends of just like going to the club all weekend, it makes it like feel so surreal because you're just like,
we have that next
damn,
step.
like it makes sense.
Oh, because we're gonna stand up
Yeah,
live.
because like it makes it feel more like, all right, yeah, this is actually what I want to do because it's like the best weekend.
Because you see it
ever
every time you clock in, you see it. You see like especially the headliners, especially people that like are doing it for a living and they're making a good living.
Yeah. For example, this weekend I went to Tucson and I was at the club the whole time, chilling in the green room, got a couple of spots, and it was like the best weekend ever because I just got to chill with comics and laughs.
Laughs, yeah. That seems to be the main one.
Yeah.
You hosted at Laughs, right?
I hosted, and I did a guest spot weekend there with you haven't. I don't know if you met. We'll have him on next time he's in town. But Xander Beltran.
Oh yeah. Xander's cool.
I met Xander through Adam Black.
Really?
Xander hated me at first.
Really? That's how it goes.
Some people do, bro. Some people do. I like
no, because he goes. So like we all meet each other, and I'm at Stir Crazy.
Oh God.
And Xander's like, you ready to go tonight, man? I'm like, I'm about to blow the fucking roof off this place.
What a piece of shit, bro.
But the funny thing is, I did. Like,
hold up. But you don't say that.
I don't care how it makes you feel. I'm gonna go do my thing.
Wait, where was that?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna do me.
Yeah, bro. Like you asked me.
God got me.
Oh, now you're gonna ask that I give you the right response too? Like, I didn't say shit to you, bro.
You want me to make you feel better?
Wait, where was that at?
Stir crazy.
Oh, that was at Stir Crazy?
Yeah, if you listen to the first part of that, I said, is that stir?
Is that what? God damn it. Okay. I hate you so much.
Yeah, if you're paying attention, we're in a podcast. We're actually filming live, so you should be aware of what's going on.
Was that when you were hosting?
Around you? That's it. That's all.
This was back in like my beginning of 2022. Like I was still very new here.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the clips that I posted that kind of the local scene was like, oh shit, because there's the one where I walked off stage.
Oh yeah.
It was that night. It was that night. So
that was fire. That sounded fire. And then
and it's like,
bro,
I couldn't have.
Raven's always there when you're there, bro.
Raven wasn't at that
All
one.
of your clips have Raven's line.
Raven wasn't there though.
He wasn't there that time?
No, he hadn't started. But he goes, yeah, I think still though, Xander, even though he might not have liked me, he respected.
Yeah.
And that's what we talked about too. It's like, I don't care if you like me, you're gonna respect me.
Well, but yeah, then I would still like, he would leave me on red all the time in the DMs, and eventually, we started a friendship. And then I hit him up when he was in town again, and he was just like, I was like, yo man, sorry I can't make it to your shows. Like I'm booked the same nights you are. Like I'd like to, whatever. And he was like, actually, can you give me a ride to Tucson? I'll try and get you a guest spot. And so it wasn't a guarantee, but I went anyways. And that's my favorite part of the comedy show. I'll be on the road is hanging with the comedians.
Bro, that was the best.
Yeah, I'd rather. I don't know. Like I think I'd rather go around with like people who were my friends doing the comedy.
Same. That's how I felt this weekend because the Sean dude was super chill, and Aldo obviously we hang out with all the time. So it was just me, him, and Aldo just hanging out the whole time.
But then there's also a business side.
vibe.
There could be the business element to doing that too, though, where it's like, if I'm headlining, like I can't have these people outshine me too. Like that is a
that's
real.
kind of part of it.
It's
though.
a real thing.
It's like you kind of want the better hang, but like not so great, like that somebody's gonna outshine you.
Yeah, I would never want to approach a show with that mindset. Like I actually would want to be. I'll still headline, but like I want to think the people are better than me that are up there. That's what I want.
Like what do you mean?
Like this guy's better than me.
The headliner?
No, I'm the headliner. But
Yeah,
this guy's
But
better
the
than me.
guy's better than you.
Yeah.
Well, you see that a lot. You know?
But it's up to what the fans. It's the
That's
fans.
yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like, well, if the way the business world works in a lot of this shit, it's like nobody knows who this guy is.
True.
The reason they're here is because you're the headliner.
Yeah.
They listen to your podcast.
I feel like I'd want that, like somebody going up before me. That's
yes, you
You want that.
phenomenal. That way you have
yes,
to be
bro.
like,
No,
We touched on that in the Lamar podcast.
keeps-
It was like it's like
yeah.
it's like a bullpen.
Yeah.
Like for fucking baseball.
It is,
It's
yeah.
just like, you want the person to set you up. You want them to, they.
That's part of the.
Well, then
reason why,
there's like other. You don't have to go the traditional route either. You could do 4 people doing 20. You could almost have a team, or you could have 2 people on stage at once. That also is totally.
Yeah.
You see people do that, and it like murders.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why
It's a dynamic.
I love hanging out with you guys so much. It's because I'm like I have a new joke that does great, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, we're vibing. And then I go see one of your guys' sets. And then you guys have a new joke that kills. And I'm like, all right, I got to make this joke even better, you know?
Yeah.
It's like more like a motivating thing. Like, oh.
Write more and more, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, some shit develops over time. But honestly, the best jokes hit me right away. Like, almost maybe a little bit of polishing, but like 90% done.
Yeah.
I don't know when I first saw you, but like I just know that from then to when I saw you in the competition, it was like such growth.
I don't actually watch you guys very much, so when I do, I still see it because I can. So when I saw you at Stir Crazy, I was like, oh shit, I thought maybe you were gonna get in, not me. Well,
no, that was a real.
Well, because like it came down to like the first 2 got announced for the finals, and there's only 3, and I was like, It's between me and Matt.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was thinking the same thing. Honestly.
You murdered. Like I've never seen you hit that hard. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like this dude. Like I was dying, bro.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking dying.
And that's the problem too. Is like I was talking about this with Adam because when Adam first met me, we were talking about this at Mic Drop the other day. He's like, I thought you were barely hanging on, and I was like, for like a year and a half, I was barely hanging on, but then I just figured something out. Like one joke hit.
Did I say you were barely hanging on?
You said.
Damn.
No, you said. Yeah, basically. Well, you said
I'm not your hair.
You said no. God damn it.
I'm not your hair. Fuck.
You're like yeah. When I first saw you, I just thought you were
barely hanging on.
scraping
You're a
by.
piece of shit, bro.
Bro, how do you know I said
when you first came on the comedy scene?
But like,
what a piece of shit, dude. What a piece of shit. He had to learn that people didn't like that.
No, but in his defense,
I've always known that, bro. I'm like coming in hot.
It doesn't. That stuff doesn't bother me. If it's true, that stuff doesn't bother me.
Well, yeah, it's like
especially now looking back on it, I know
You're like, damn, I was 1 foot out.
Yeah,
no. He likes the idea of me saying that.
now.
You like the idea because you're like, this guy's the face of the truth, the funny truth.
The funny
and
truth.
he said this to
And
me.
that is the funny
Because
truth.
I really don't
let's
think.
go.
What context would I say? What context did I say that I thought you're barely hanging on? When did I say that, bro? That doesn't even sound like words.
At Mic Drop, you're like, yeah. When I first saw you, I thought you were barely scraping by. That's what you said, word for word.
In what though?
And I was like, honestly, for a year and a half, I was.
Barely scraping by.
And then something hit.
I wonder what I meant by that.
Now things are hitting.
See, he doesn't even care. He says these things that cut deep, and he could give a fuck, bro. He could give a flying fuck.
But sometimes when you say so many all the time, you just don't remember.
You meant what Gatsby was saying, where the first time you saw me and then the most recent time you saw me were way different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you've had a lot of growth.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
In his own
In
way.
the rudest of fucking
Right? Like,
way possible.
Jesus Christ, bro. Like.
In the most kill yourself way possible.
Yeah, in the most you shouldn't be here.
I thought you.
But
honestly,
if you
I
stick
thought
around long enough, I'll be impressed.
And I did. I'm here.
Yeah, and he's
Riding it
impressed.
out, bro.
Nah, because also.
Yeah, you came at him, bro. You came at the king
You
in his
came at me,
mind.
bro.
No, I'm going. Okay, maybe I did say something. I don't really think I said that. I'm like, really? I don't think I said that, but I might have said.
I think it's the way you say things sometimes that it just has that implied
I think
fuck
it's
you in it.
But if it hit the right part that needed to be hit, then that's fine.
Exactly though.
But that's the thing. If I didn't already know Adam, I'd probably be like, fuck this guy. What the hell is this
Motherfuck
bro?
this guy.
What the hell is this?
It's like you don't have the past to talk to me like that. You
Yeah.
can't talk to me that way.
Yeah, you don't have that familiarity yet.
Yeah, I get that, but that it can work really well sometimes, and it can be to your detriment other times.
I still can't believe you said that shit.
That's so fucked. That's so funny. I like that though. That's funny.
It's
That's
so
a great story.
It's so real too.
That's so real.
It's the funny truth, bro.
That's the funny
Because
truth.
now it's hilarious.
That's so funny. I love that so much.
I said, I know Matt posted one time on his story, like, any good book recommendations? And I just sent him, like, all the comedy books that I had read. I was like, I got something out of this.
Yeah.
It's like giving you, like, there was some good ones where it's like, people are so offended when you, like, say, like, read some books.
Yeah.
Read a book.
People are weird about
It's like
it.
fighting words.
And when I say read a
How about read a book?
when I say like read a book, I'm not like, pull your pants down, like get on your knees and like get in like, doggy style, read like, on a beach. Like you don't need to get that detail, bro. Like just listen to it on like an audiobook real quick. Or
that's what I did.
And look, book can be relative. Like, dude, listen to something. Listen to something that can give you. I like books and I like courses because they are designed where at the end you have accomplished something.
Yeah.
Right. So like the one book that Greg Dean book.
Yeah.
It's like step by step.
Step.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's not gonna give you every single detail, but it's like if you niche it down to like, no, I get that like joke writing process, like, and then he had like a memorization technique process. He's like, it's easiest to write damn.
Dang.
He said it's easy.
Relax, bro. Like, you've never heard a person sneeze? Like,
Get it together.
Should chill out.
Just get it together.
What am I supposed to do? Just not
sounds
sneeze?
See?
Break my fucking ribs?
Sounds like
Fuck
you're
you.
barely
See?
scraping by, bro.
See? I had the hiccups. He's like, figure it out, bro. Get it together.
did say that?
I was like, and I'm like, what do you want me to do?
I did say that. I did. You like hiccuping, and it was like too much, and I was like getting annoyed.
Yeah, you don't think I'm annoyed? Like, I was
Figure it
like,
out,
But it was over the course.
figure
But it
it
was
out,
over
bro.
the course of time. It wasn't like I had one sneeze. Unless I sneeze excessively. It was like. But that's what I'm saying. He's just waiting for his get back.
He's been waiting for that.
It hurt
He's been
him, and
waiting
he
for that.
logged it.
As soon as he heard any bodily function.
so,
Figure it out.
yeah.
Anyways, what were you talking?
Cut that, extend it. What my point is, remembering jokes was the other big part of the book.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people forget their material,
Yeah.
and that's why they fuck up. So if it's observational or like stuff that's not really happening to you, like harder to also perform because you're not. It's really easy to remember things.
Yeah.
When it actually happened, or like
For sure.
certain things can trigger you to be like, oh, this.
Yeah.
So like I found that with a lot of the stand-ups, a lot of it, most of it comes from real stuff.
Yeah.
So like I remember, but I remember like I have a memory like in my head, like a
Yeah.
screenshot in my memory of like this, and it just triggers.
Yeah.
I know how to go into this next joke.
That's what I've gotten better at is like
Wow.
now the bits that I'm doing are like so real
Yeah.
that it's like, first of all, it can't be like nobody else can use it.
Yeah, that's
That's
And
important.
like it's so easy to remember, you know?
It's like that. It's nobody can use it, and also nobody's thinking along the same lines.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you just end up with a joke that, you know, is along the same line somebody else is thinking.
Yeah.
And then you see Andrew Schultz do the bit, and you're like, oh fuck, it's his now.
Yeah, like I
It's-
can't do
it's-
it.
yeah, it's
done,
obviously not
done.
mine,
Even
like-
if I didn't steal it from him. it's
Yeah,
just
then like
parallel
if you go up there
thinking,
and try
it's
to do
over.
that bit, it's like,
over.
oh, I saw that on Andrew Schultz because
Yeah.
he has 3 million followers or whatever the fuck, you know.
And then nobody knows you.
Yeah, so then that's not your bit anymore.
yeah.
But mine are like, I don't know. Most of mine are like random stuff. That
They
like,
are. You have like you
really
kind of have like an
apply to me.
erratic style a little
Yeah.
bit. It's just like it's all over the
It's
place.
all over the place.
But that's good. You can organize your sets that way. Like you
Yeah.
can be like, oh, this bit's family. This bit's like this-
Exactly,
Like if you
yeah.
want to just make it easier on
Yeah.
yourself, like
That's
what
how
are
I
all
do
the
it,
jokes I
yeah.
do about family? What are all the jokes I do about college? All the- and then you
Yeah.
just throw them in this pile. And like my pile for trans has been so highlighted.
Dude, I feel like that's all you think about.
it's just, it's,
All you
well,
do-
it's all you see.
Maybe in your algorithm.
True. Swiping on the dating apps now?
Man,
Oh,
no,
it's
I don't
over,
search.
bro.
No, it's not. It's not. All, you honestly don't see any of it. You just hear people bitching about it. In my algorithm, you hear people bitching
I
about
see
it. I'm
bro.
like,
I see it.
I just figured out I'm trans neutral. Like I don't give a fuck about trans, but it's all I hear about. I'm like, God, this joke's so easy.
Which joke?
Well, I would say though that the stuff that I think is like, come on, dude, come on, like the dudes who go to like transition to female and dominate the female sports.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very rare that happens, but the people who do it, it's like, yeah, come on,
Yeah.
dude. She was
that good.
She was really good. She was like the star of the family, and then you just
Yeah, Reggie Miller was not even close.
yeah.
What?
Reggie Miller's not even close, bro.
Wait, why didn't she take the offer?
I forget why. I don't know. I don't know why she didn't take it, but yeah, she got invited.
That would have
She
been
probably-
fire, the only female.
She wasn't that good.
I,
Like if she was good enough, she would have been there. Like if she was
I
good
mean,
enough.
yeah, but she was good. But I mean, to even get the somebody,
Yeah,
she
but
probably could have came off the bench.
That was what they tried first. They're like, oh, we're not doing a fucking WNBA. We're gonna lose money on this. They're like, let's say we'll like bring Cheryl Miller in and like fucking, hey, we gave her a shot. And they're like, that's the best we can do. And it's like,
all we can do.
that's what they did, bro. I guarantee you, Cheryl Miller was not good enough to fucking play in the NBA, or she would have played in the NBA. It's not what she just like, I don't really like basketball anymore.
I'm gonna look it up now.
Yeah. Like Dallas tried, that was a publicity stunt with like Brittany Griner. They're like, the Mavericks were like, might draft Brittany Griner. I was like, fuck, you will.
The Mavericks said that?
Yeah, back when she was like getting drafted.
Not in my NBA.
Well, it's like she could come, but it's like
She's like, I'll
She would
beat
get-
DeMarcus Cousins 1-on-1.
she would get absolutely destroyed, dude.
Yeah.
Because if they cared about her enough, she never would have gotten locked up in Russia anyways.
True. She would have been home a long time ago. People were like, if that was LeBron,
Yeah. And
you would have dropped.
she's really good, but it wouldn't be LeBron. That's
Nah, yeah, it's just
it's a universal pass. It's like, hey, come on. Really?
really. You brought,
That's how I know
you
somebody
brought
was really
weed to
serious.
Russia?
take someone who matters the most from us. And then, but that's how you start a war.
See what they
That's how you start a war.
negotiate. Yeah.
But then also,
Do you guys care if I can pee real quick? Is that allowed? Or do I have to go? Do you guys
No,
have
I mean, it's just we want you
designated
on the
cup?
pot. Like your commitment
Matt,
is
go.
waning.
Matt, go.
And like, no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead. No. We'll take a slight
Don't hurt,
recess.
don't hurt.
You have to squeeze it like hard. People are like scared to squeeze that thing. Slight recess.
get the fuck out of here. Marissa, get the fuck out of here.
Marissa, the event manager. Is that her name?
Who?
Marissa.
No. I was just making a name up.
I forgot who the chick that was running the forum competition. I forgot her name.
Kristen LeVan?
Yeah, or no, not
Emma?
Not her. The
Emma?
Yeah, the Emma.
Oh, yeah.
That's who it was.
Emma's the one who runs it. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna start booking regular comedy shows there.
Oh, that's gonna be pretty sick. It's like it's a dope spot.
Yeah.
It's a sick spot. The room is huge. The place is nice. A little too nice.
Shout out to the forum.
Yes.
This is Adam J. Shout out to the forum.
Shout out to the
Chandler,
forum.
Arizona.
The forum in Chandler.
They probably have bomb food too.
They have a nightclub. They have a lot of things going on there. They have.
It's a nice space.
They have
It's
live
just
music,
a really nice space.
and
Bro.
they will start doing monthly comedy shows there. Maybe I'll be there.
True.
Maybe not. I don't know.
There
Who
was
knows?
this. There was this girl I used to go to high school with who worked there,
Yeah.
and I had a fat.
I got
crush on
booed
her.
off.
Did you grow up at her?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're Arizona people in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona natives here.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking yeah.
What?
Fudge saying he lived in Portland. I was like, how many years have you been alive, bro?
You live like everywhere. Dude, Fudge literally lived everywhere.
Really?
He's 30, but he lived everywhere.
30?
50 states of Fudge.
Yeah, 50 states of Fudge.
That's his name, bro. It's 50 states of Fudge.
Yeah. We didn't have the same birthday, actually.
Where's he
Yeah.
lived?
Dude.
He was like, I lived in Portland. I was like,
Yeah, it was like everything. He was like, oh, yeah, I lived around the way from, yeah, I stayed, I had to go there because, blah, blah, blah. It was just like, yo, he lived everywhere and did everything.
what if I had been at like an open gym with Fudge and never even knew it?
You were smart.
Probably.
Dude, like, you see,
I've
like,
already got pads with Matthew Delgado. He just had hair and I couldn't recognize him.
you guys live really close. He lives right around the corner.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way.
Don't you live right by that middle school?
I live right. Yeah, but right next to Mic Drop.
Really?
Yeah, the neighborhood behind it.
I used to live right around the way.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, so, man.
To Hamilton.
You did?
Yeah.
So did I.
What?
Yeah, what? I went to Chandler my freshman year and then Hamilton after that.
Nice, dude.
That's
what
crazy.
the fuck?
What?
Chandler stood up.
Chandler is way better. I'm not gonna lie.
I like
I
I like
Chandler.
Chandler so much better.
I like Chandler, the city. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
It's not bad. It's
nice
like,
little city.
I think Mesa's
stomping
nice
grounds.
too.
It is nice. It's better than I don't know. I don't know if I'd want
Not
to
really.
live in
Not really.
Phoenix.
Well, that's any big city though, dude.
Yeah.
It's usually
Yeah, because yuck.
Yeah.
well. I mean, I think the city life is entertaining to an extent, but like
Yeah.
I like to go to it and then have somewhere farther away to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I like that's the whole.
Yeah,
thing.
I like to visit it, and then I like to be out and be like, yo, you fucking degenerates.
Yeah.
Yeah, if but it is fun. I think it would probably actually benefit me to live in a city where everything's within walking distance,
Yeah.
like a downtown city.
Well, yeah, because you don't have a car.
Yeah, but a lot of people in cities don't have cars either.
Same here.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that like most people have cars though.
Out here, dude. Out here, you have to. For the most part, you have to.
Out here, apparently, Phoenix is like one of the most spread out cities.
Yeah, they said it's the least walkable city.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
America.
if you want to get to any, it doesn't matter where you live. There's maybe you live close to one club. Everywhere else is far away.
Far as fuck.
Even just
bro.
to get to Tempe Improv from here is
It's
far.
like 25 minutes.
Yeah, when I was in Portland for the very little time I was doing comedy, dude, I didn't go to all these places because it's a smaller city, so all the mics were very close within
Yeah.
range of each other. Where I would not drive 45 minutes to go to a mic.
Yeah.
It was like,
Did you know Eric Sparks before you came?
I had actually seen him one time at a open mic shortly before I moved out. Yeah, like a week or two before.
Because I know he
week or two
lived in
before I
like
moved out here.
Eugene.
Yeah, he was at one of them, and I remember talking with him. I remember distinctly because he was talking about meth, like, and then I remember his set, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever watched me, but that was one of the times in Portland that I crushed. That
Really?
night, dude. It was just it was a booming crowd in like a bar, and it was actually like packed. It was actually a decent mic. The dude, Jeremiah Coughlin, good Portland comedian, really good Portland comedian. He ran that mic. I didn't really know who he was, but he ran a really good mic. And dude, it was booming in there.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the Portland scene like?
Very
I think
limited.
it'd be depressing.
Limited opportunities.
Depressing. That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
No, I hate everything in that Northwest region. Bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The Pacific Northwest is a weird.
He almost died in the Northwest, bro.
Did
Did you?
Yeah.
What?
Bro.
What happened?
This dude told the gayest story
Yeah.
ever, bro. We're driving back from LA. And he's like, he goes, oh, Love's Truck Stop. Yeah, when they saved me from my car that was freezing cold in Idaho, they took me to Love's Truck Stop and they gave me hot cocoa and blankets. I was like, you fucking pussy. Don't ever say that to a girl, dude. Don't ever say that shit.
Bro, they gave me hot cocoa. They gave me this.
But the way you said it too, like you're like,
hand
they gave me blankets and hot cocoa. I was like, fucking who? But he drove up.
They saved my
But it made
life.
sense,
They
dude, because
saved my life.
this dude drove like he was driving through like.
Let him tell the story.
Oh no, he's driving through Washington,
go ahead,
coming
go
from
ahead.
Arizona. With his heater doesn't work in his car. Why the fuck do you need a heater when you live out here? But it was like, how cold was it? Usually it was frosted.
It was 11 degrees in my car.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
11 degrees in
Oh,
here.
I was dying.
Literally.
Oh my God.
And then what were you wearing? Was you wearing shorts?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you, dude?
I wasn't expecting.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's actually the trip that took your hair off, bro.
That's the one that did it.
I was expecting it, bro.
Oh no, it's the big one.
Well, yeah, dude. Like people take ice baths and really cold stuff, but they're in there for like 10 minutes.
10
Even tops, bro.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah, like because
Have you done the cold plunge?
Yeah, we had to,
That sounds
when
kinda
I
scary
played
to me.
when I played college basketball, they like made you do them.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I was like, man, I tried to give him every reason why you didn't need to do this. And then like later on in life, I'm like, man, I'm gonna start taking ice baths now, just because like I'm gonna do this because it's good for you. But, like, when I was playing,
Would you have to do it?
oh, dude, when I actually played, like, and they like made us do like their weightlifting program and their show, I was like,
yeah,
I always had beef with the coaches.
Really?
Yeah, because I
I can
always,
see you doing some like shit you do to the comics to the coaches.
yeah, I a couple coaches loved me, bro. Like,
Where?
loved a couple coaches could not stand me.
Really?
Yeah, like,
Bro, I could see that 1,000%.
yeah,
I can see you using that line when they tell you to get on the line. They're like, get on the line, Adam. You're like, you're not gonna whip your cock out again, are you?
Sure.
That's funny.
I would do that though. Like we'd be in like the huddle.
Whip your
like,
cock out?
I remember in college. I remember
would do that, though.
I would do that though.
When we were in when I was playing in Canada, the one team we were playing, like our team was really like not very good for like our history, but they just joined the NCAA. It's like Canadian basketball is shit, bro.
Canadian?
They have Canadian college basketball. It's shit. Dude, we almost beat a team by 100 points, and we were still.
Oh my God.
They were bad. But there's
Wow,
also
look
there's like one team out there, and Canada's different. They play 5 years. They give you 5 years.
Really?
And you can take as many red shirt years, I think. Like, so you could be at that school for like 10 years, dude. But they had a team that like was so good. Like they were beating teams by like 100 plus, like in the Canadian League. But they like beat Syracuse and shit, like in a.
Really?
So I think it was in like a spring like game or something.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
nothing on record,
Yeah.
but like. But other than that, yeah, dude, they like
Yeah.
hockey and shit. It's like I wonder, like, because no one actually really knows soccer in the U.S.
Yeah.
People don't really know soccer in the U.S. like that, like to fill a stadium full.
Yeah.
But they'll watch and like Portland had a soccer team and their fans are crazy. Like
Portland had a soccer
when I was
team?
in Spain, they had a professional basketball team that like there's some ex
When
NBA
did you go to
guys.
Spain for what?
I used to be a basketball agent, so I went with a couple of my like clients to like a basketball like. Almost like a exposure type of camp. There's a lot of those money
I
grab
feel
type
like you've
things.
done a lot of like weird business stuff.
What do you mean by weird? Funny?
Like just like stuff like health insurance, being an agent,
Yeah.
writing a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just done
Just like random
yeah, I remember
business things.
one of the first times I like really hung out with him, and like we were just talking because I was just like, "Who the fuck are you?"
I know.
Yeah, and then he was just running through all this shit, and I was like, "What the fuck?
Like, when did you do that?
What do you mean?" But then you get to know him, and you understand the circumstances in which he did, like what he did, and you're like, "Oh, okay, I get it."
It makes so much more
Yeah.
sense when you get to know him. But that's just such a wild, like,
I was just saying. that
Oh, sorry. I tuned back
basketball in places that's not America, like people love it, but I don't know how much they understand it that well. Like they like the rules. Like I could watch a hockey game, but I don't know the rules of hockey like that. Like, but I'll still watch it, but I don't know the rules.
True.
Just like I wonder how much, because I was at the game in Spain, for example, and they were, like I said, a couple ex-NBA guys were playing. It was like their top league, and it was a playoff game. But they all wore like scarves, and they had the vuvuzelas, and like when there would be a foul, dude, it'd be like the fans would be like these really passionate, like go dramatic, like those like little pussy soccer fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say just like soccer.
Yeah,
Light.
dude, just like with the scarves on and shit. Like no other sport people wear scarves at.
Yeah, it's so weird.
That's what I was saying. Was I saying that basketball?
What?
I don't know if I was saying like basketball is just is the taller people version of soccer as far as like the dramatics go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause you can legitimately get hurt in both sports. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, you see like the flopping as like, I see that in soccer, and it's like, I feel like I could be, I don't know how you would prove this, but I feel like the European game, how it developed, has a lot of soccer like attached to it. So it's like flopping became a bigger part of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Europeans came into basketball.
Well, and Europeans play basketball very differently, but not really. They just play it more traditionally, where it's like you can't play 2-3 zone because they have defensive.
Yeah, they do.
Or actually, no, sorry, you can play 2-3 zone. NBA, you can't play 2-3 zone. NBA, you can't play 2-3 zone. You can, but you can't play defensive 3 seconds in the key.
Yeah.
But like Europe, no.
Yeah.
So everyone in Europe learns how to be like 3-point shooters and like play a different style. But I think college basketball is a little bit better too.
Yeah.
It's not as obviously the professional people at the very top are the best, but I was just saying. Just saying.
Oh, let's talk about it all. Just run through it all, bro.
Once money.
I'll sit here and listen to you. No. Please tell us about. All about basketball, bro.
I will. You like.
I really want to hear it.
You're right.
Oh God, bro.
Well, yeah.
We get it. You're tall, man. Did you ever play any sports, Delgado?
Yeah, basketball.
You're right. I'm talking to him about shit. It's like.
You know what? That's
Yeah,
fair.
like, and fuck you, dude. This guy loves basketball. He's
I do it.
Yeah, basketball's lame.
KD, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The business side is just very different because at the top level, the guys stop. Like it becomes more about entertainment, and it becomes less about like the fundamentals. Where like it's like Luka Doncic said, it's a lot easier to score 20 in the NBA than Europe, and that's why he'd be going off.
True.
And then
Oh yeah, because
cracks me up with like the shit I see. Like I'm at the barbershop, so that's like my time I will watch ESPN because it's on, bro. I don't watch
Sports
TV.
clips.
I don't watch TV anymore. But like, if you got ESPN on, and it's not just like ESPN. It's like I'm getting my haircut at 11 a.m. So you're watching like daytime talk show ESPN. Like the fucking bullshit is like Stephen A. Smith shit. Like,
good looks, man.
a bunch of. But then they got like 3 analysts. And they got JJ Redick on there, who was like the voice of reason for the players and well spoken. And obviously great looking.
Yeah, he is a good looking. He is great looking, bro.
But they're talking about like all these players like and their injuries and like talking about like load management and shit. I'm like, well, dude, 82 games is a lot.
It's a
and
lot.
48 minutes per game is a lot. And then you got playoffs. It's like
Anthony Edwards.
I get where people are mad.
could play.
I get where people are mad, but
Play.
as you get older, like your body does not necessarily
Doesn't
keep
agree.
up. And basketball is very, I think especially basketball. I mean, even basketball is very tough on your body. It's like, I'd say like I was just kind of trying to compare it to like, well, there's like golf. You could keep going for a minute. But like even Tiger Woods fucking
broke his back, his
that
legs.
dude ain't been the same.
Still.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you would think maybe he could stay the same good, but maybe not.
True, golf. Yeah, because golf is like, I don't know, how physically demanding.
Well, I mean, there are some certain standards where it's like
Yeah.
when you play on the black tees, like instead of playing like the woman tees or the closer ones, like you're actually, the holes are a little bit harder.
Jeez.
Well, I'm just saying, bro. Like you get
I'm talking about the women's sports.
it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, no, when you're playing women's
Obsessed.
tees, like,
Well, they have women's tees on the golf course. The black tees are like the ones way in the back that you're like, oh, that's the actual tee box. Oh shit! We don't need to play that far, bro. Like,
Jesus.
do you play golf?
I used to play a lot more. I don't play since I moved out here. I've never played. I used to play a lot more in Oregon.
Oregon, really?
I played a lot of short, like course golf, because I don't. One, it's very difficult, and I'm competitive, and I know that to be good at golf, you got any skill, dude. You got to do it all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not obsessed with it.
Nah, not golf.
But,
and
like,
it's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Unless it's almost cheaper if you go a lot to like just buy like the pass to the course for the year. But yeah, even if you don't, it's like, dude, you want to play?
Yeah.
$50 a round. Plus, you're probably gonna drink, and you're probably gonna rent a cart.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you gotta get a membership. You get memberships to all the clubs, but you have your home club. But golf, we talked about that on one of the episodes. I think golf is just funny, just because. Like, have you spent days at the golf course before?
Yeah, I actually did a hosting golf thing like a month ago.
Did you?
What?
Yeah, where like this night golf thing hired me to just walk around with a mic and talk shit to the golfers.
That's awesome.
What?
Dude.
That's a sick gig.
It was lit.
What the
It
fuck?
was lit. I
Where
just
was
carried
that?
a speaker around and was like, it was at this place. I forgot what the place is called, but like, some place was like hosting them, and it was their first event ever, and they just wanted it, and it was dope as hell, bro.
Yeah,
And
okay, shit
the
like
people
that
were
you need to
super
hit me
cool.
up for, because like
Yeah.
that's good content, bro.
Bro, and it was 4 hours each day, so I got 8
That's what I'm
hours
saying,
of
bro. That's
practice
so
riffing and
funny.
shit. Yeah.
Like that's like viral content.
I was
like,
literally
that's-
talking to my coworker Cisco about it. He was saying the same thing. He was like, "Bro, next time you do something like that, like let me know. I'll come out."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's
Because
crazy.
it is, bro. I wish
That's
I would
viral
have
content,
so
bro.
many clips from that because
That's
there
what
were
I'm
so many
saying.
funny
It's
moments
like
from that.
that's so out of like that's different too.
Yeah, way different.
Yeah, that's way better than what Adam's doing.
You ever watched Country Club Adjacent?
No,
No.
It's
it's a show.
fuck. It's the one dude with the. He was on a show. I was on like he headlined the Ready or Not show. Mark Smalls.
Oh.
Mark Smalls does it, and some other people. But they walk up. They like stand behind people at the golf course and like talk shit to
Oh, I
them.
know exactly what you're talking about. And
Oh,
then just
really?
Country Club Adjacent. Yeah.
I know exactly. I didn't know that's what it was called, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen it
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. No, I love that shit. That's fucking.
That's
hilarious.
funny as hell.
Yeah. Something about the golf course too, man. I got the cops called me twice when I was there for like
Really?
a week in Idaho.
What did you do to have the cops call?
Well, I just didn't follow like the etiquette. Like one time, like we just like my homie and I took a piss, like just right there, like right next to our cart on the course. But there's all these people who live on golf courses too, are just they just happen to be just the most like pissed off that you're doing shit, like on the golf course. Like, what do you think I was gonna do? Well, I get, but it's a gentleman's sport. But,
I mean,
but like,
Well,
like
drinking,
a fucking ball goes through your window. No shit.
Yeah.
You live on a golf course. Like,
yeah, and I'm
God damn it
drunk
again.
I'm drunk and it's 10 a.m.
But no, I mean, I was, we were probably in the wrong pissing out there, but there's no bathrooms. Like, you gotta, unless they have an outhouse. So
They usually have bathrooms throughout. In
Not
the
always.
golf course I
Not
get
always.
into. What kind of shit golf course did you go to?
no, and I could be wrong.
Because I went to the one. I mean,
but you do. They'll put
no,
one in-
you get your point out. No, you get your point out.
There'll be one out there, but
Alright, let's
18
go.
holes, like that. It's just it's like
After
a rest
it's
stop,
over?
bro. It's like a rest stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a rest stop. Yeah.
there's ones on the freeway, but like missed the last one, dude. I'm not driving all the way back there just to go do this.
Okay, so this is a guy that's peed on my balcony before.
Yeah. Well, so what you're supposed to do is take a knee, take a knee and like just do it down by the thing.
He glazed
That's
over
what my-
that.
that's my
By
friend
the
said.
hole?
No, like
On the
you
balcony?
you got your cart when you're golfing.
Oh,
like
I
you
thought
just
you were talking
take
about
you
on the
take
balcony,
it. You take
like
it.
you
No,
go
no, no.
off the porch.
You take a knee down by the cart and do it. And like, because my friend was like, "Yeah, bro, I forgot to tell you, you're supposed to take a knee when that happens." Like, it's not fucking.
Yeah.
Because we get to the end, like the dude is running it. It's like, "Hey, we got a call from the cops that there's someone out there, a couple guys urinating on the course. And you guys were the only people on the back nine." My friend's like, "No, wasn't us." He's like, "Really? Because you were?" He's like, "No." And he's like, It's just like
just gaslit him.
No.
that's
I don't know
that's
what
that's
you're talking about.
That's unfortunate, but not us.
oh shit.
Shit, I'll look around.
Yeah. who knows?
I'll keep an eye out.
I wish we would
So
have.
that time, and then the second time I drove the cart on. There's a certain point where you're not supposed to drive your car past on like the green, like when you get to on the fairway, like
Yeah.
'cause that's the shorter grass.
Yeah.
Don't drive through that. Yeah, my ball the way it was, and like to get to the next hole, it's just like I had to either go like 100 yards more up this way, and then cut through. But I just cut through a little quicker than that before before the sign. But the sign was in the wrong place. Dude. The grass was
No,
still,
let's hear more about how
the grass. No,
you're right.
The grass was. I think the sign was in the wrong spot because the grass was long still where I drove, but it just wasn't where the sign was. It's where someone put the sign.
No, it's their fault.
It's like when I would go to the golf course with my dad, and people would move the where you could tee off from, like because there's just 2 rocks at this golf course. Like,
Oh yeah,
and I was like, I would move them.
but they're set up that way.
No, they aren't though. They are, but they aren't. I'm like, because if you move them, then they're set up your way. You know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. I don't doubt that. I'm just saying they start out that way, the right way.
My point is the sign was in the wrong spot. It was like because it was abnormally far away. But they were more mad that I drove. Dude, I made sure to not drive through the short, so I'm not an idiot. But these guys were screaming at me, and I just kept playing. And then like we get to the 18th hole, and I'm like, the 17 runs parallel, and I'm like going looking for my ball, and some guys just like, don't drive on the green.